In late 1994, I got hurt. I was in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and on a training to go on a deployment unit in Germany, I had a fall, and the rucksack hit my spinal cord, and it caused a tumor in my spinal cord, and I ended up in Georgia where they took out my tumor on the spinal cord and ended up incomplete paraplegic.
On November the 3rd, 2007, I was doing these sit-ups on an old airfield strip, and I was going as fast as I could, and I got this pain in my lower back, so I just stopped. And I was getting ready for the run when they blew the whistle for us to start. I stood up, my legs was numb. Long story short, by 9 hours later, I was paralyzed from the waist down.
Depression set in, and all the questions of how am I gonna able to feed my family was probably my biggest concern. Being in a wheelchair, it bothered me some, but it wasn't my biggest concern is how am I gonna show my family, you know, I'm still this trooper, I'm this warrior that they always try to make me see.
I came here on the Lakeshore Foundation Leave My Father Trap. That was a program they have for veterans and their family. You can come here and your whole family, and you could kind of heal yourself through exercise.
Our roots go back to the 70s, when all that was here was a rehabilitation hospital. But a gentleman who was running the rehab hospital saw a pattern of people being discharged from the hospital, coming back in the hospital, because when they went home, they were not active. His answer to that was people with disability need to be physically active.
About 25 years ago, it became a full-scale rehabilitation rehab facility. And probably about 10 years ago, started dealing with a great deal of the injured military who were injured on active duty and then shipped back stateside.
I think it was 3 years ago, I came here with my wife on the Rise and Conquer, where they take veterans and their family members. And it's outdoors. I thought it was a sports event. I was like, I don't know, my wife might be bored, you know, watching us do whatever we have to do. And then noticed that it was just, we went and did all this outdoor stuff. And it was the first time after many years that I could enjoy with my wife something for people with disabilities. And we went canoeing and we went water skiing. My wife did the zip line. She was screaming like crazy there. And it just, after that moment, and I saw everything that Lakeshore had to offer that is way beyond sports, it's way beyond recreation. It's just making you feel what are you able to do. And I fell in love with it.
And not only that, the people you meet here, I mean, you see people here that are quads, you see people that are paraplegics, you see people in the 90s and 80s working out, and it's just great. You know, I'm like, hey, if that guy, he don't have legs or arms, he can swim, you know, at least I could try.
These special need veterans come back in for a long weekend of doing a number of tasks in the outer doors, and that one is very beneficial to the individual. It gives them a high degree of self-esteem and the knowledge that they can participate with everyone else, and secondly, the confidence that it instills in them. They decided to build an indoor range. We are very, very proud of our relationship with this program that became beneficial in the rehabilitation process of these, particularly the injured military folks that were coming back.
It builds confidence, it restores a part of their life they had before accident or injury. Makes them feel like, well, if they can do this, and they can move on to doing other things. And it's a step in that process of rehabilitation. And you know, the power of sport and recreation to restore a part of your life that's important to you, or to allow you to re-engage with friends or family, that's, you know, it's beyond the medical rehabilitation, but it's more of that really sort of reintegration back into the life that you had before that injury or accident. It's powerful.
I had a lot of support from my family. And maybe just the fact that I have accomplished some things through sports and recreation have showed them that there's no stopping. If I fail and I can get higher from where I fell, it doesn't give them an excuse to go back in life. and they should succeed in whatever they want to succeed on.
My whole life was built around doing physical stuff, and so I ran, I lift weights, I did that all the time, but that's why I get here at Lakeshore, because I do physical stuff. You know, I play wheelchair football, I do a lot of activities that I thought I wouldn't be able to do anymore. I know that there are a lot of people that are in a lot worse situations than I am. I know that. At least I'm here. And I would spend another day with my family, so I'm thankful for the 44 years I was able to walk,
It's what you make it, because I thank God every day for putting me in a wheelchair. I didn't have any kind of goals or objectives to do when I was in able-bodied. I was just going through life day at a time. Now that I'm in a wheelchair, it's giving me a purpose. It's giving me a purpose to show other people that, you know what, people with disabilities, we are just like anybody else, and we're gonna be fighting like anybody else. We go through highs and lows like everybody else, but we will show people that we're able.